Well, I think, firstly, it is clear to me that businesses have that responsibility that I was just talking about, to think about how their activities contribute to the common good. Now, they've got to be profitable. They are not charities, and their job is to grow their business profitably. But they need to think about that on a sustainable basis. Sustainability means not the next quarter, maximising quarter by quarter. It means thinking about a sustainable business model that earns profits, that earns a return on the capital entrusted to them by their shareholders. And if you think about that in a long-term perspective, that takes you into thinking about the engagement of your people and a kind of long-term commitment to the business. It also, very importantly, takes you into the question of the social responsibility of the company. And corporate social responsibility is often actually has become a buzzword, which is a bit of a problem. And it's certainly often talked about as though it was a kind of adjunct to the real business of the company.
I'll do that, and then I'll be fine. And then
that'll keep the activists off my back.
Right.
Well, no. Actually, this is to the core of the raison d'etre of the business. So thinking about the social responsibility of the business is not at all inconsistent with long-term profitable development of the business model. Not at all. On the contrary, these things are interdependent. So that's for the businesses, and it creates a responsibility at board level and at senior management level to be thinking about the specific implications of that. And then as to government, one of the characteristics of market fundamentalism, in its extreme form anyway, was a belief that the markets are self-policing, and the more they're left alone, the better everybody will be. Well, I don't think that was ever true, and certainly the current crisis has told us that that's not true. The fact is that the markets are not.
Lots of people said that.
Well,
right?
Indeed they did. But the fact is, and we know it, and anybody who has a longer-term perspective on history will know it, the markets are not self-policing. They are not self-stabilising. You need governmental oversight. You need appropriate regulation. There are all sorts of wrong ways to do regulation, of course, but there is no sense, in my view, that you can run complex modern economies and complex modern markets without a fairly extensive and carefully calibrated governmental involvement. So absolutely, governments have a role, so do businesses, and so, of course, do individuals.